by a place further than the universe. So last episode, our girls successfully completed training camp and they're pretty much ready to go join some penguins in Antarctica. We got a little bit more backstory into Shirase's relationship with Gin, as well as the nature of Gin's relationship with Takako, Shirase's mum. And I found all of that very, very fascinating. I'm expecting that relationship dynamic to unravel slowly as the episodes go on and act as a kind of emotional tether to ground the general happy-go-luckiness of the show. So as I've said before, it's really the developing relationships that I am becoming weirdly more and more invested in. Let me know if you agree or not, but so far I see Kimari as shaping up to be the soul of the group. Hinata is like the leader who kind of keeps the group on point and also keeps them moving forward. Shirase is like the super awkward but determined planner and schemer. And then finally Yuzuki is the youngest of the group but also seems to be the most stable and calm. It's such an interestingly mixed, well-balanced cast of characters, and I feel like I'm dangerously close to adopting all of them. Alright, time to jump into this episode. If you guys are ready, let's go in 3, 2, 1, play. School principal. Oh, they get to announce it to the whole school. Oh, that's so cute. Fist bump. Again, the unhappy best friend. Okay, I have a feeling we're gonna find out why she's so upset. So she's always had Kimari to depend on her, and now that she's going off somewhere on her own, she's kind of feeling a little bit useless, maybe, a bit left out. Alright, ready for some emotional, hard-hitting stuff that just comes out of nowhere. Oh man. I love watching her fall apart. I think it's one of the best running gags in the show. That's the trigger. Just gonna screw you, switch right now. Which makes Shirase, I think, the scariest out of the four, but also the most adorable. A peeler. She called Shirase Antarctica. Maybe she doesn't like Shirase because it feels like Shirase is taking Kimari away. She's mad. And then Kimari, as usual, is just completely clueless. I was kind of, for Shirase, I was kind of hoping for like a photo of her and her mom that she'd pack along as well. Alright, those are the girls that she no longer needs. That's right, don't keep bad friends in your life. Hinata's just so cool about it. And you did try to seduce them. Or at least try to pimp out your friends to do it. I feel like Hinata's had experience, that's why she's just... Karaoke. Yeah, it's a really good way to just let go of stuff. Yep, we get mad. Yeah, you don't want to work, should I say, up too much, because then she just blows the top. She knows what she wants now. She don't really need her anymore. Oh, good for her. I can't believe they're leaving today, aren't they? What? That's what I asked. It was her. Oh, she's a nasty piece of work. She needs Kimari more than Kimari needs her. Oh, this is very dramatic. Okay, at least she's being honest now, but that's a lot of shit that she did. Is Kimari just gonna walk away? I don't think so. She's too nice. Yeah. Oh, please don't go. That's her place further than the universe, because Kimari was her universe for so long. Kimari's too nice. They're finally stepping off. Alright, so the girls are finally on their way to Antarctica. Finally. But first, this episode had to deal with some really important questions, like, should you pack a non-stick fry pan if going to Antarctica? And also, what do you do when your best friend is trying to completely ruin your life? So the key scene for me was when Kimari returns Megumi's pony station, and she's playing the game, she's enjoying herself, and is just about to win when an annoyed Megumi deliberately sabotages her by unplugging the console from the wall. That moment encapsulated everything that Megumi had done up to that point to make sure that Kimari never reached her dream of getting to Antarctica. So you had the little things from, calling Shirase Antarctica in front of Kimari to bigger things like spreading those awful rumors and also telling Kimari's mum about the trip. So that possessiveness and the overpowering fear of no longer being needed by Kimari really threw an ugly spotlight onto Megumi's personality and also, I guess, her immaturity, which is ironic because Kimari, who is externally the immature one, really stepped up and was quite mature and magnanimous in how she forgave Megumi at the end. It was interesting to see Shirase and Hinata's different reactions to finding out about the rumors that people, i.e. Megumi, was spreading about them. So Shirase, bless her, was all worked up in this sort of righteous anger, while Hinata was very world-wise about it, saying that, there will always be mean people, and that's just what they do, they're not really worth our time. It makes me very curious about Hinata's backstory, to see why she's just seemingly so cool and calm about mean people being mean to her. And yeah, I think there's a deeper story there. At the end, when Megumi fesses up, it was very illuminating that she framed it as a breakup, So that kind of threw me for a loop a bit, but then thinking about it a bit more, it's true because Kimari was her everything. And when you build your entire world around someone who eventually will, grow and change and move on while you yourself stay stationary, that mirrors what a breakup feels like. Do I feel like Megumi maybe kind of got off a bit easy? Yes, but that's Kimari for you. She's just that nice of a person. We do get an explanation of Shirase's screw you switch, which I loved. So she flips into this eloquent, unstoppable force when there's an enemy in front of her to defeat. On that, it was interesting that all the other students are suddenly cool with the fact that they're going to Antarctica, whereas before they were giving Shirase such a hard time of it. That bit when Shirase just steps up to the mic and says, "I'm going." I love that for her because it was her big moment of validation. And every person who's had a larger than life dream has, without fail, always had to deal with doubters, people who often don't have the capacity to dream big for themselves. The other scene I really liked was when all four of the girls are finishing up their packing and they're also each reflecting on their personal journeys. So, for example, Shirase is packing away the book her mum wrote. Hinata is staring at some old sports shoes for some reason. I don't know if I missed something in the other episodes. Or maybe we'll find out in the future. And Yuzuki is deleting friends off her messenger app. I assume these are the quote-unquote friends who just wanted to use her celebrity status to look cool themselves. That whole montage was kind of a really succinct, clever way to show that going to Antarctica isn't just going to another physical space for them. It represents going to an unknown where your character and basically everything you think you know can change in an instant. It's scary, but it also holds so much promise for a better and a more full life. So that wraps up another episode of A Place Further Than the Universe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all for the next one.